Hi, and welcome to our Yoga for Everybody session today, Skills in Self-Care. My name is Skyla Ramirez. Let's get started by breathing and opening up the chest space to receive a big breath today. Come into any position that is comfortable for you. Let's start by turning the palms up. As you inhale, pull those elbows back and around. Sweep the arms up towards the sky, palms facing in. Big inhale. And then exhale, turn the palms forward and slowly begin to sweep those arms back. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up and overhead, big breath in. And then exhale, sweep it back and around. Maybe close the eyes for 2 or 3 of these breaths. Pulling all of our awareness and energy into observing each inhale and each exhale. Big breath in, and then exhale back. From here, let's inhale the arms up and overhead. Invert the palms. You're going to lace the fingers together, invert the palms, and push up through the palms of the hands. Let's lean over to the right side. And as you lean to the right, push your left hip down into your chair. If you're standing, press the left foot down into the floor. So we're trying to loosen some muscles that stitch up under your shoulder blades, all the way up into the neck and head. Breathe into that upper left lung. Big inhale. When you're ready, bring it through center. Lean it over to the left. As we lean to the left, let's push down into the right hip. Pull up and out of your right armpit. Loosening up those muscles under the shoulder blades, up into the neck and head. Breathe into the upper right lung. Big inhale. Let's bring it to center. Slowly relax the hands down from either seated or standing. Place the hands on your knees or thighs if you're standing. From here, we're pushing the hips back, dropping the belly into our standing or seated cow expression, lengthening out through the spine. We're pressing the shoulders away from our ears and back towards our hips. Inhale while you're here in cow. Exhale, pull the hips in and pull the tailbone down. Begin to round the spine. Let that head hang nice and loose. Maybe even let the arms just kind of hang here like a rag doll. Finding our cat expression with the spine. This is a posture used to cool off the body as it opens the kidneys and promotes the water element in the body. Inhaling, palms to the thighs or knees. Push the hips back, lengthen through the spine, promoting the air element, opening the chest, giving those kidneys a hug, pressing our shoulders to the hips. Big inhale. From here, let's come up either to standing or finding your chair for a seated position today. Whether we are standing or seated, if you're seated, I'm going to recommend that you either turn to the right edge of your chair or you can sit on the edge of the chair. We're taking our right leg back behind you. So if you're standing, you're going to stand with that right leg back and the left knee bent. From seated, it is right leg back, and that leg can be straightened out in some way, out to the side, or we might just sort of be balancing delicately on the edge of the chair with your right leg down like a lunge. Let's take both our arms straight up and overhead, holding our expression of a warrior one today. To loosen up the shoulders, we're going to start to pay some attention to the upper left chest, connecting up from the clavicle into the arm bone. From here, go ahead and reach up a little higher with that left arm. And then you're going to bend the elbow. Slowly begin to circle it back, watching for any obstructions that might be around you today. Inhale, reach and circle it back. Exhale. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale back. Let's inhale, bring that left arm straight up. Now pat yourself on the back with that arm. Taking our right arm back and around. Exhale, relaxing the arm. Inhale as it begins to lift. Big breath at the top of that stretch. Exhale back and down. Just maybe 2 more, circling out, loosening the energy in that shoulder joint. 1 more big inhale. And now exhale, let's bend that right elbow, placing the right hand by the low back, finding cow's face arm. So we have our left elbow lifted high to the ceiling, right elbow down. Maybe close the eyes here and feel for a stretch that goes from the inside of your right hip through your navel up to the left armpit. Imagine you're able to breathe just into the upper left lung, maybe even finding the breath under the left shoulder blade. As we inhale, the lung expands in this place, and from the inside out, we may be able to open and loosen the energy in that shoulder joint. Breathing big into the space behind your heart, to the left side of the heart, under your shoulder blade. 1 more big breath. And now exhale, slowly relax the arms. Let's take our time to switch sides with the legs. So we can either step forward and reposition ourselves, taking that left leg back. If you're seated on a chair, you could stretch that left leg out in some way to open the hip a little more. If you're standing, we're standing the left foot back and then bending the right knee. So we hold our warrior 1 stance today. I'm on the edge of the chair, so I'm just letting my knee kind of dangle down for my expression today with this foundation. Let's slowly take our right arm, open the palm, take it back and around, opening up through the chest and shoulder. The fullness of the breath is experienced as we reach, and then we exhale, drop that arm. Inhale, big breath. Pause at the top of the breath, feeling the fullness of the breath in your right lung. Reach, and then exhale down. Let's try 2 more. Big breath in, and exhale. Just 1 more, big inhale. This time, let's pat ourselves on the back with that right hand, opening up the right armpit and chest. Take the left arm, bring it up, back and around, just like before. We're going to match the breath to the movement so that the lungs work with the body to expand and contract. Inhale, open at the top of the breath, reach, and then exhale, bring it down. At least 1 or 2 more. Last one, big breath. Let's hold the left hand by the low back, cow's face arms. Imagine you're stretching the elbows, almost like a big morning yawn, where you would be opening up the body in this way. From here, maybe close the eyes, notice any sensations in the inner left hip. This is going to be the lowest lobe of the lung on the left side of the body. And as we inhale, we're moving that breath up through the core, up to the right armpit. We may even close the eyes and feel that breath moving just to the right side of your heart, under the right shoulder blade. Truly, we always breathe in and take air into both lungs, but anatomically, depending on what position the body is in, you may feel it more in one lung. In this case, we are looking for the breath more so in the right lung. Let's try 1 more, big breath. And when you're ready, slowly relax that. Relax the arms. Let's come to any easy standing or seated position away from the edge of the chair. If you're seated, standing tall for standing postures. From wherever you are, bring the hands out in front of you with the palms facing up. Let's take our right hand and touch it over to the top of your left shoulder. Then take the left hand down and around under that right armpit. You're making the cow's face with your elbows in this position. From here, we're walking those hands back to give the body a nice big embrace, pulling the shoulder blades open, perhaps even releasing any stress that's behind the heart and behind that rib region. Inhale into the back of your heart, drop your head, maybe lean forward a little bit and just take a big breath into the back of your heart. Exhale, relax. 2 more, big breath into the back of the heart. Exhale, relax. Last one, big inhale. And then relax. Let's keep the arms crossed, either standing or seated tall. Take the hands away from the shoulders and the body, keeping the right hand over the left. Go ahead and experiment with winding up your arms and take the palms of the hands into any position where you're able to find comfort. In that comfort, hopefully we see the wrist stay neutral. It can be the palms together. It could be the backs of the hands together. You could have really any combination here of rotation through your wrist and hand. Just be comfortable. From wherever you are with this, press the shoulders down from your ears. Now try lifting the elbows up while the shoulders are pressing down. And maybe we're only lifting as high as the shoulder joint. So looking at our right elbow, when we see the right elbow at the height of our right shoulder joint, we're just going to pause right there and feel for that dynamic energy that is stabilizing the shoulder joint. You're welcome to turn your head to the left. Lift up maybe just a little higher, adding in just a little more strength, a little more dynamic tension here. Taking a big breath into the back of the body again. And now exhale, slowly release that breath. Slowly release the arms. Maybe move the elbows and the shoulders a little bit. When you're ready, take those arms out in front of the body. Let's work on that bind with a stabilizer in your shoulders on the other side. Left hand goes on top the right shoulder. Right hand goes under the left armpit. Cow's face. These are the lips of the cow that we're making with our arms. From here, sitting tall, let's walk the hands back. And as we walk the hands back, we can pull the back of the body open to receive the breath. Bow your head down. Find the breath behind your heart. Inhale. Allow the ribs with the breath to create a nice round and open expression with your back. 2 more. Last one, big breath in. When you're ready, sitting nice and tall or standing, let's take the hands away from the body, keeping our left arm over the right. We bend the elbows, and you can put your hands and arms into any wrapped or bound position, keeping the shoulders fairly comfortable when we do this. Let's take a look at our left elbow in front of us, lifting that left elbow in alignment with your left shoulder or left armpit. Let's press the shoulders away from the ears while we pull the elbows up. Those completely opposite energies, pressing down and pulling up, causes the muscles to wrap around that entire arm bone up into the shoulder joint. From here, we can always look to the right, perhaps even receiving a stretch through the shoulder, up through the neck and behind that left ear. Inhaling, lifting a little higher while the shoulders press down. And again, at the most, that left elbow lines up with your left shoulder. One more big breath here. And now exhale, relax. From here, let's take the arms away from the body, nice and slow, gently rotating through the shoulders and the elbows, just making sure that there's no energy locked in that place today. From here, as you are ready, go ahead from your chair, come into seated. Scoot to the very edge of your chair. Extend your right leg out in front of you. As we extend that right leg out, we're lifting the toe, pressing our heel down into the floor, keeping a healthy bend in that left knee. Inhaling, reaching the arms up and overhead. Nice big breath. Looking forward, reach dynamically from your fingertips. Maybe even imagine you are climbing a rope attached to the ceiling. Just kind of pull up and out of those armpits. When you're ready, press the palms together. Draw the hands down in front of your heart. From here, as we press into the palms, let's twist at the belly button towards our left leg, maybe even looking over the left shoulder here. To increase the stretch in the chest and shoulders, take the left hand around to your low back. From here, we'll take our right arm and extend that arm out with the palm open on the outside of your left knee. Exhale all the way, then pause. While we're paused there, act surprised. 1, 2, 3. Pull that navel in and up. From here, twist at your navel, twisting towards the left, pulling that left shoulder back, reaching dynamically with that right shoulder forward. Now start to lean forward a little bit as if you're trying to reach for the outside of your left shoe. We're reaching with the opposite arm. Try pressing the arm into your leg and the leg into the arm, creating some counter pressure into that right shoulder. As we press the arm into the leg and leg into the arm, we continue to twist at the navel and draw that left shoulder back. Look up and over your left shoulder. Breathe into your upper left lung. Just one more inhale. When you're ready, slowly release that twist. Draw the hands up onto your front thigh. Let's counter that and reset the spine. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift your chest, open the throat, big breath in. Exhale, come forward. Let your belly drape over the legs. Hands are here to support the body. You are welcome to walk the hands to your right shin or maybe down even closer to the floor as we stretch forward to center the low back. Exhale, heavy here. When you're ready, walk the hands in nice and slow. Let's sit tall for a moment to realign the spine. Let's pull that right foot in, keeping that right knee bent. Extend the left leg out, lifting the toe, pressing through the heel. That left leg is only as straight as it is comfortable. You could always keep a tiny bend in the knee so that we don't lock out the joint. When you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms back and around, reaching up dynamically. Again, acting like you're climbing a rope. Just reach up with one arm, little bend in the elbows so that you're able to exaggerate that reach out from your armpit. Hold it up, big breath in. Exhale, right hand comes around to the low back. From here, we're twisting at our belly button towards the right, reaching the left arm across the body to the outside of your right leg. We may lean forward just a little bit to move into that twist. Press your right arm, palm is facing out, right arm is into the right leg, and the leg presses into the arm, twisting even more over to the right. We're drawing that right shoulder back, pulling forward with the left arm, looking over our right shoulder. Breathe into the upper right lung. Big inhale. Just one more big inhale. Slowly bring it around to center. Hands can come onto the thighs or down lower to the knees. Inhale, sit nice and tall. Open the throat, look up, press the belly forward, pull the shoulders back, stacking them over your hips. Exhale, slowly come forward. Allow the belly and the chest to fold over your thighs. We can always keep the hands on the legs to support the spine, or walk the hands down your left leg, maybe even touch your feet. Relax the head and neck for a moment. Shake it yes, and turn it left and right. To safely come up, let's walk our hands to the thighs, supporting the spine. Slowly come up to seated. Drag that left leg in and find yourself in any neutral seated position for our final closing to center the spine. Opening the palms, inhale, sweeping the arms up and overhead. Again, reaching dynamically as if you're climbing a rope, just simply trying to balance the energy in the spine and shoulders. Exhale, swan dive, bringing both hands down onto your thighs. Lean forward just for a moment. Relax your upper back, your neck, and your head. Allow that upper spine to round just a little bit. When you're ready, slowly push into the legs to come up. Let's inhale, sweep the arms back, big breath in. From here, with the palms pressing down, you can reach for the edges of your seat, wherever you are today. If you have a chair that permits, you can reach back for the edge of your chair instead. So either the back of your chair or the seat of the chair you're holding on, start leaning forward just a little bit, and you're going to keep pulling up on the seat of the chair while you lean forward. Or if you're holding onto the side, pull back into that seat while you lean forward. We want to counter that pressure. Relax your head and neck. Close the eyes for a moment. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Exhale from your throat. 2 more. When you're ready, slowly release that tension. Let's place the hands on our lap, palms turned up, to work with the heat. This heat can sometimes make us have a lot of fatigue. We have a particular acupressure movement that we can do to help you to have more energy. Keep the left hand in front of you. Take your right hand with the right thumb up, just like you're saying, okay, the thumbs up emoji. Put the right hand, that fist, into the middle of your left palm, down in front of your belly button. This is known as Agni Mudra, Agni. This is used to rev up your metabolism. That way you are able to digest and absorb and assimilate nutrients more efficiently in this laboring heat. Sitting nice and tall, bow your head enough so that an egg could roll off your head. And as we close our eyes, we're imagining that our right hand is like a candle and the thumb flickers like a flame on that candle. Imagine this is like a gold light shining in the belly and in your gut as you sit nice and tall. Draw in a few deep inhalations. The breath further encourages more energy in the body. The breath is going to fan and grow that flame. 1 more big inhale. And exhale. Release your hands. Either let them rest in your lap or bring them to the heart for our final closing gesture. You are welcome to close with me. Namaste. Have a beautiful day and take care of those shoulders.